Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. It's been a very busy Tuesday with multiple major stories. We'll cover Meghan's weekly podcast episode in a separate episode later today. The Duchess of Sussex does find herself at the centre of a fresh controversy following claims by a British children's author that Meghan's now abandoned animated Netflix project bore striking similarities to her own literary work. Mel Elliott, author and creator of the character Pearl Power, told the Mail on Sunday that she had sent a formal legal letter, followed by 2 personal notes, directly to the Duchess, raising concerns over potential infringement of copyright in relation to Meghan's proposed series Pearl. That show, announced in 2021 as part of the Duke and Duchess's reported £80 million deal with Netflix, was to follow the story of a young girl discovering her inner strength through the example of influential women in history. Meghan was listed as executive producer alongside David Furnish, the husband of Sir Elton John. Elliott's own creation, Pearl Power, not to be confused with Pearl, centers on what she describes as a similarly empowered young girl and predates Meghan's version by 7 years. Speaking to the Mail on Sunday, she said, "Meghan is a feminist who sticks up for other women, so I was disappointed and confused to see how similar Netflix's proposed show Pearl was to my own Pearl Power. Of course, I can't know if anyone on her team had seen it and been inspired by it, but the similarities were too great for me to ignore." She added, "I am glad that Meghan's Pearl show was dropped, and I hope that I had something to do with it. But what I really wanted was for it to have gone ahead, and for me to have been acknowledged or invited to work as a collaborator on the series. Pearl was my dream project, and now, annoyingly, if I reprise my own creation, it's going to look like I have copied the idea from someone else." Netflix cancelled the Duchess's animated project in 2022, and Archbold Productions subsequently removed all mention of it from its website. Royal author Phil Dampier told The Sun, "It's yet another example of how the people around her don't seem to have done their research before she comes out with projects, and there's nothing worse than being accused of plagiarism or of copying other people's work." He added, "These are just schoolboy errors, and proper due diligence is not being done." Meghan made a surprise return to Instagram, sharing an Easter greeting with her followers in the form of a light-hearted video. In the clip, Meghan is seen in a white sleeveless shirt dress, watching as a line of ducklings crosses a path, an Easter tableau underscored by the upbeat rhythm of Louis Jordan's Choo Choo Chiboogie. The caption reads, "Wishing you a happy Easter full of love and surprises." In another twist to the ever-evolving public reception of Meghan Markle's media ventures, American broadcaster Megyn Kelly has released a spoof of the Duchess's Netflix program, With Love, Meghan, delivered with more than a touch of satire under the title With Love, Meghan. This one spelled with a Y to match the way Megyn Kelly spells her first name. The parody sees Kelly mimicking the tone and style of the original series, which features Meghan Sussex in a carefully curated domestic setting, preparing popcorn and treats for guests. "I love to elevate a guest's visit, microwave popcorn. It's so simple. Only the lazy people don't do this," Kelly quips at the top of the segment as she prepares snacks alongside her guest, Daily Mail columnist Maureen Callahan. Much like the original series, the two are seen transferring snacks from their packaging into cellophane bags, a detail from Meghan's show that drew widespread mockery online upon its release. Meanwhile, William and Kate's decision not to spend Easter with the main clan reportedly raised eyebrows. An insider tells Us Weekly, "This is a big deal. It's royal tradition for the family to attend this together. Everyone understood the family not attending last year when Kate was sick, but there's been a lot of raised eyebrows at the palace about William's decision to skip again this year. It feels like a deliberate move and even a snub." The plans were for the Duke of Downtime to resume royal duties this week, following yet another vacation. More palace in just a moment. As the world mourns Pope Francis, history's most secretive transfer of power begins. Check out the new podcast from Calaroga Shark Media, White Smoke, The Path to a New Pope, guides you through this momentous transition. We explain exactly what happens next, leading to the dramatic conclave vote. and learn how each ritual unfolds, what each tradition means, and why these ancient ceremonies still matter today. Follow along as the throne of St. Peter stands empty and a new chapter in church history begins. White Smoke, available wherever you get your podcasts, and it's from your family here at Calaroga Shark. Check it out. The Duke of York made a rare public appearance attending Easter Sunday service at St. George's Chapel, Windsor, alongside His Majesty the King, just days after revelations emerged linking Prince Andrew to a Chinese national accused of espionage. Accompanied by Princess Anne, her husband Vice Admiral Sir Tom Lawrence, and his former wife Sarah, Duchess of York, Prince Andrew was seen entering the chapel ahead of his sister. The Princess Royal paused briefly to exchange words outside with the Dean of Windsor, the Right Reverend Christopher Coxworth. Their Majesties King Charles and Queen Camilla arrived a few moments later, waving to the gathered crowds before entering the chapel. The Prince and Princess of Wales did not attend the service, as they were once again on vacation, and nothing must interrupt that, even if William is to be the next head of the church. Andrew was spotted again on Monday, this time on horseback. His outing follows commentary from body language expert Judy James, who described the Prince's chapel demeanour as one of cocky arrogance, likening it to a dramatic re-entry to the royal life. Speaking to the Mirror, Miss James said, Prince Andrew's body language made this look like his debutante's coming-out ball, as he performed a kind of royal quick-step to appear back in the role of second son to the late Queen. Andrew waited until the rest of the firm were in place before suddenly appearing from the gloom of the chapel doorway, where he must have been hiding before making his dramatic entrance. James told the Express that it's clear the leader of the family isn't actually the king, but rather Princess Anne. James said, prior to the arrival of her brother Charles, Anne appeared fully defined in terms of family head and host, waiting by the entrance to the chapel, chatting to the clergyman and greeting family members. Her affection for and friendship with Sophie looked obvious from the warmth of their greeting and the way Anne appeared to immediately say something to make Sophie laugh. Our colleagues at the Swedish palace intrigue might have a Meghan of their own to obsess over. Princess Madeleine of Sweden has drawn comparisons to Meghan after launching her own business venture while still retaining ties to the royal family. The 42-year-old royal youngest child of King Carl's 16th Gustav and Queen Sylvia recently unveiled Min Lan, a natural skincare line. Though the project is officially deemed a private initiative, it has nonetheless prompted scrutiny and some criticism from observers questioning whether royal life and commerce can or should coexist. In a candid interview with RTL News, the princess addressed those concerns directly. I can understand their concerns and the critics that they have, she said, but a couple of years ago there was a big decision that they're slimming down and focusing more on my sister, the Crown Princess. She added, so me and my brother, Prince Carl Philip, kind of gave us the opportunity to do other things. Nowadays I don't have many official duties anymore, so then I said, okay, I'll do it. Importantly, Princess Madeleine would not use her royal title in connection with the business, instead operating under the name Madeleine Bernadotte, which is Swedish for Meghan Markle. Though the project drew parallels with the Duchess of Sussex, the tone surrounding Princess Madeleine's announcement has thus far been largely congratulatory. Among those to offer praise was Princess Martha Louise of Norway, herself a royal balancing tradition and entrepreneurship, who wrote, congratulations, this is so amazing. No word yet if Madeleine plans to add a podcast or cooking show. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, Apple, or the app of your choice, and leave us a nice review if you're enjoying the show. Don't forget to check out that show, White Smoke, with all the papal news going on. It's available wherever you get your podcast, including this one. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue, and good times.